There we go. All right. Tell me something great you did in your side hustle this week or your Ash business this week. Pop it in the chat or tell me. Hey, Britt, what did you do good? What good things did you do in your business this week? Anyone get enrollment? Anyone send out? You did, Julie. You got a
Got one.
customer. Fucking come on. How good. Did you ring the bell in the group chat? Did I see that?
Yes.
Did I comment on it? I think I did.
Yeah.
I think
Very
I did.
pleased.
Yes, well done. How did you get a customer?
Actually, I just went out to morning tea and people said, "What are you doing? You're looking great." So
That's interesting. Well, there
I
you
said, "I'll
go.
send something through to you." Yeah.
There you go. So what you're
Mm,
saying is use the products, be a product of the product, and when people lean in, you send them through the system.
mm.
Great. That's amazing. Well, that's as easy as that. Would you like to run the training tonight?
No.
You sure? I think you could. I think that's really all it
Oh,
takes. Well, there you go. That's
yeah.
awesome. Well done. What
Maybe
else?
another time.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind. What else? What else? What else? Who else? Come on, give me something. Katrina got her personal development for the year ready to go. That's cool.
I got good personal feedback
Great. What'd you
from
get?
people that I sent my video to. A lot of two of them said pyramid scheme, so I
Yep.
changed the video.
Sure.
And another one, he was a body language expert, so he told me
Uh-huh.
to keep my hands away from my face.
Well, okay, that was nice of
So
him.
that was
What
good
what
news.
was your video you sent out? Your 30-second income
But
story?
yeah, yep.
Okay. There you go.
Mm. So
What's
yes, it was some pretty intense feedback.
okay, cool. That's intense. That's what happens. But don't
Yeah,
take it
it
don't take it personally.
fine.
Yeah.
No, it's
Uh,
fine.
the reason why you don't take it personally is they've never built a network marketing business in their life. They've never really understood the story. They're not marketing experts and they really have no idea what they're talking about. But the whole objective of the experience is for you to release yourself from the outcome of what people think about what you're doing. That's the whole idea. And so everything we do inside Hustle School, just so you know, is a test. It's a test of resolve. It's a test to see how much you want it. It's a test to see how hungry you are, and it's a test to see if you're going to flunk out, like you're out. And I've already had a lady. She already left. Like it's designed to test you. So if it feels like it's doing that, good, because that's how it's been designed. So that was a great test you passed. Well done. Sending this out to people. What else? That's good. Anyone else have a great win? Come on, there's got to be one.
Hi, I'm just going to say it's nothing a big deal. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Because I'm in a cafe, so it's a bit weird talking out loud.
We can
But
hear the
I
cafe
just,
too, but yeah, we can hear you.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I just wanted to say that I don't have a first customer yet, but I'm actually knowing that it will come. But my win is that I'm getting more and more comfortable seeing my face on camera.
Nice. Good.
I got the teleprompter, so I
Yep.
did my first video using the teleprompter,
Great.
which I'll send out. I just
Perfect.
haven't had time because I've got family visiting, so it's a bit hectic at the moment,
Awesome.
but I'm still keeping up with it.
Yeah, perfect.
And yeah, getting out
Great.
doing a live just
Yep.
for value
Great.
and just keep going. Yeah, that's
Awesome.
my win.
Perfect. Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent. It's a good one. Consistency, no matter what, despite the fires that are going on. That's good. And I noticed that Ben said there that he's got I've completed the first full 2 weeks of the 30-day biohack challenge. That's fantastic. Very foundational because if you can't use the products and follow the products and you don't have a story to tell about how they've improved your health, then you have no business. It's as easy as that. I've often had people ask me, Lloyd, how come I'm not getting enrollments? And my first question is, well, tell me about your product results. And of course, they can't give me any because they haven't been following the system because they just fail to understand that the very beginnings of any business or any way to earn income is to be able to help people. And the only way to help people is to share your own personal testimony of how you helped yourself. So if you can't help yourself, you can't help others, nor should you be able to. And so I think that's a very important foundational win for Ben there to share. And I think I would encourage you to all do it. It got easier for me to enroll people after 50 days because after 50 days, I had a very compelling photo and story to say, well, I've been following the program for this period of time. I think like I feel great, I look great, you can tell. And this photo is evidence that I have done something to my health. And once I had that, we had $1 million business. But until you get that, I don't know how many of you guys just like find this tricky to enroll people to get them leaning in and yep, you find selling hard. It's just irritating as well. Hands up. Well, I do too. I do. And so that's why I find as many unique ways as I can to make it easier for myself. So our whole journey has been how can we make this just easier to sell? And so all this whole process behind what we do is just made it easier and easier and easier because I don't like doing hard things. It's just too hard. So I thought to myself, well, if I have a very compelling before and after photo and a very compelling result, this is going to be way easier. I couldn't imagine having to cajole and convince and pressure people into buying something I didn't really have clear evidence for. It makes no sense to me. So everything we've done to this point has been to make things easier to sell. Like it's just, I couldn't imagine it. I could not sell something that I could not see clear evidence that it works. I could not sell something that I wouldn't buy myself. I just couldn't. So I don't, if you don't use the products or you don't have a compelling result because you haven't committed to it properly and you haven't really created or endeavored to create some measurable, clear evidence that what you have done has worked for you, then I don't think you're going to be able to sell it because I couldn't. And I got okay skills, but I just couldn't. And incidentally, that's why I got out of real estate because the reality is I couldn't bear to sell something I wouldn't buy myself. Couldn't do it. Well, I can't do this, misaligned. So, hope that makes sense. I've got some great first fat photos and I can't wait to see. Yeah, perfect. So I think that's a really cool thing too. It's like, I'd love to get a skinnier photo. So when I put them side by side, just from my personal self-esteem, I just see myself progressing. That's cool. It's just so easy to go, hey, I just did that. Do you know anyone who wants to do the same? It's just like, that's the easiest target. That's the easiest pitch ever. It's the easiest pitch ever. Which also, incidentally, now that Julie's got her first customer, she'll get paid next week, probably on Monday or Tuesday or something. And she'll get paid, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50, something. And when she does, she's made money. And that's where she has then an income story. So she goes, hey, I just made $30 first time online. Do you know who wants to do that? Me. Oh, wait, well, tell me a bit about that. I did this. Do you know anyone? I just did this. Do you know anyone who? If you did that, hey, I just did this. Do you know anyone who wants to do the same? You did that 1,000 times. You'd have tons of enrollments. Is this clear to you how marketing works? I just did this. Bup, 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 bup. Evidence. Do you know anyone who wants to as well? That's marketing in terms of this small product experience here. So I'm going to talk about this today. I'm going to train on this. It's not going to be too many slides. We're going to get straight to the meat. How many of you want to go straight to the meat? Meat of how this business works and how to enroll people. Okay, great. We're going to cover the meat today. We're in the car yesterday. Alicia and I chatting. Actually, we weren't in the car. We were walking the dogs to get into town here. And we were brainstorming, and that's what we do. And we said, the really basic end of this, it's like, really we want to teach these guys how to share their story or their photo or some story of how they did something. When someone leans in, we need to teach them how to ask 5 questions and make an offer and get a yes or a no. And that's all we're trying to do for you. Now, when you get a yes, we just need to show you which video to tag them in, which does the selling for you, and then we need to send you a link. That's it. That's the whole business. Would you like to do the whole business today? Yep. Great. We're going to do Side Hustle School in one session. So buckle up. Let me pull up my before and after so you can see an example of how I did this or how we did this. So there's the photo that I've really probably used the most. Did I stick my belly out a little bit further? Probably. Do I give a shit? Not really, because I lost 12 kilos. That's a fact. Now, do you have to lose weight in this program? No, but it's nice to get toned, at least. So if you're weighing 54 kilos, it's nice to weigh 51, and it's nice to have a bit of tonality in your side. You can give me that. That's all we need. We don't need 10 kilos. We don't need 60 kilos. In fact, the 2 to 3 kilos and toning up and losing this and doing that's what people are seeking. It's achievable. This whole 30, 40, 50 kilo thing, it's just, no one's going to think they can achieve that, right? But this, something just simple and compelling will work. So let's go right back to the basics. Ready? You get your pack, it comes to your house, and in your mind, you're thinking, oh, it's just a shake. It's not. It's a smoothie which is delivered simple, convenient, dense nutrition twice a day, and it's half the price of food. It's half the price of food. It's cheaper. So anyway, you're having 2 of them a day. You do a cleanse day once a week, which is fasting, and everybody knows now in 2026 that fasting actually prevents cancer cells from metastasizing. It's a fucking known fact that when your body starts producing ketones, it is a known cancer prevention process by which the body goes through. And if you don't believe me, just go on to Flip and Google and chat just to ask it. Everybody knows that fasting replenishes your white blood cells. Everybody knows that fasting reduces blood. Everyone knows that the body is designed to do that. Everyone knows in the health industry that it's now a must. It's not even up for debate. So you do 1 of them a week with some nice supported fasting. You do 2 smoothies a day, and you have this beautiful Ionics that you keep in the fridge, which is just adaptogen herbs, which have been known to help the body handle stress better, which has been known to release body fat faster. These aren't new things. These have been around. This has been around a while. This is 22 years in the making. It's not even up for debate. So, objectively, how many of you want to make money doing this? Okay, great. Your ability to make money doing this is correlated to your ability to follow that system and get a result. It is 100% correlated in the early days. I'm only just trying to make this easier for you. Is it hard to follow the system for 30 days? It can be challenging. I'm not going to lie. It can be. It was for us. But I really wanted to become a multimillionaire more than I gave really 2 rats about whether I could have spaghetti bowl for dinner or not for 30 days, frankly. And you may feel the same way as I did. I was just ambitious enough to go, you know what? I'll do this for 30 to get the result I need so I know the products work. And then since then, I've just used it ever since. So foundationally, we have to have an actual I was this, now I'm this, photo and story. Make sense? If you don't have one, your objective in the next 30 days is to get one. And while you're getting one, share on your social media your progress in 1 sentence every single day. I don't care how you do it. Post a selfie, post a photo. I'm on this journey, I've got this weird box, watch me. I'm on this journey, I've got this weird box, watch me. I'm on this journey, I've got this weird box, watch me. Day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. Do that for 30 days. It's not that difficult. Take them on the journey. You don't need to create a flipping fandangle reel with all this stuff. You just have to take people on the journey and document the journey. But for the love of God, do not put a product that says Isagenix on your page, because every single audience member will run for the hills because they know they can just go and get that off eBay. They're just never going to buy it off you. It's like going to a date and just pulling your pants down or your dress off. That's what it's like when you put up, I'm using this. You're just giving away the secret. They're going to go buy it off Amazon. You never do that. If you ever want to share anything about a product, you simply hold it up, covering the label and saying, my secret to less stress. Love it. That's it. That's the extent of any product thing you do. Or how I cut my food bill in half. And it's a little tiny little bit of a shake there, but you can't see it. How I cut my food bill in half. Just things like that. That's enough. That's enough product posting. Because at the end of the day, people are going to follow you based on how you're transforming yourself. Right? That's what they're going to follow initially. Let's watch this transformation. Okay? So, foundationally, you must follow the products to get a result. So if you can't do anything else, for whatever reason, at least do that. Because look what happened to Julie. She did that. Someone at the, colleague saw her. Oh, you've changed. Yeah, I've got this new program. What's it about? So she's a walking billboard. Now, last time I checked, she didn't lose 35 kilos. So it doesn't really matter about the number. Make sense? Okay, so we have that down pat, that we have to have a photo of some sort before and after. And a little story that goes, before I was this, 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 now I'm this, this, this. The end. It's not crazy long, it's just that. Okay? Okay, now we've got, when you've got that, so let's say it's this one. The objective at that point is to get eyeballs on this. That's it. That's it. So if you get to the end of the day and you go, how come I didn't really get anywhere in the business? How come I didn't roll anywhere? Well, my question to you is this. How many people saw this? How many people heard your story? How many people saw your story? There's, if I was to have a little like tracking sheet where there's a box. Now, incidentally, we do have one. It's in the E for Free Club. It's down the bottom. It's called the Band Tracker. But let's say I have this sheet, and in the box it says, um, how many times has someone seen or heard your transformation story today? That's all it says. And there's a box for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The box is only little. It's about this big. So there's no room in the box for an excuse. It just doesn't fit in there. The only thing that fits in that little box is the number. So if I had to say to you, hey, in the last 7 days, or even today, in the last 24 hours, how many people have seen or heard about your story? What would your answer be? Zero, 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 zero. Julie, yours is at least one because someone saw your real life transformation story in the flesh and went, fuck, what are you doing? So that you're at least one. So what we're trying to do here is get eyeballs and ears onto our story, our result, as much as we can, so that the person who sees it or hears it leans in. Like what happened to Julie. They saw you, and what happened, Jules? What did they do?
You go, what you doing, Gil?
Right, great. That's called leaning in. They said they physically go, hey, what you doing? That's a lean in. That is a sign that that's a lead. It's a prospect. Someone has literally said, I'm interested in this, whatever this is that I'm seeing here. So your job, the reason why you use the products and get a result and have a compelling photo is to generate more lean-ins. That's it. And you'll get more lean-ins if more eyeballs see this. That's pretty much it. That is pretty much all of marketing wrapped up in what, 7 minutes. That's it. That's all of marketing. The only way we sell this, more eyeballs on it. That's it. There's nothing more. That's all that matters. How do we get more eyeballs on an offer? So my job, when Alicia and I got this, she got results too. So she had a photo. Our job, how many people have seen this? How many eyeballs? How many eyeballs? How many eyeballs? Now what we discovered was, where are the eyeballs right now? There, they're on our phone. And where on the phone are the eyeballs?
Facebook and Instagram.
Social media. The only reason we leverage and post on social media is because that's where the eyeballs are. If there were no eyeballs there, I wouldn't fucking post on there. I wouldn't even be on social media. That'd be pointless. Like, why? You know, if the eyeballs were, I don't know, somewhere else, I'd be there. So like, oh, I don't know about social media. Fine, go post somewhere else then and see what happens. Nothing. Zip, nothing, because there's no eyeballs. So don't get too emotional or worried about social media. It's not. It's just that's eyeballs. So replace the word social media and just say eyeballs. Because that's really what it is eyeballs. So we go, okay, well, if that's where they are, how do I get more eyeballs on this? And there's two ways. You post about your journey and your transformation a lot on social media, which I'll show you how to do today. You post about it. Like, hey, I just finished this program. It's so good. I lost 10 kilos. Amazing. That's it. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Just tell me what you did. And then send this photo with this message to people in Messenger. You ready? Hey, not sure if you saw on my Facebook or Instagram, but I just finished this program and lost whatever result is. I know it may not be for you, but curiously, do you know anyone who wants to get results like that? No worries if not. That's it. That's all you say. You don't have to say a lot. You have to say a little bit to a lot of people. Amateurs try and convince one person to sign up and they try and convince them for 3 years straight. Amateurs do that. Professionals say far less to more people. They sort and sift, and all they're trying to achieve, if they know, if I get that picture and that little message to 1,000 people on Facebook in a DM, then the likelihood that I will get more people leaning in goes up. You're not trying to get one person to lean in down to the earth. You're trying to get 1,000 people to lean in a little bit. Which means you don't have to do anything, but you'd want to. Make sure you're making new friends. Make sure you're making new acquaintances. Make sure you're connecting with new people because that's another person whose eyeballs you need. So rather than look at them sometimes as even acquaintances or friends, just go eyeballs. So you see someone on the street, oh, there's some eyeballs there. Oh, I can probably use those. What if those eyeballs saw this image? I wonder what they would do. It's honestly, this is such a simple business that you're going to find unique ways to complicate the shit out of it because it's too simple. But the reality is, you could build a really massive business if all you had is one photo, one short story, and you committed to sharing it with 1,000 people every year, and that's it. That particular photo and that little short sentence, whatever it is, it landed on 1,000 eyeballs a year, which is about 3 people per day. If you did that, you'd win. But most people can't even do that. So they find all these weird and wonderful ways to do other things, which is called noise, and they don't follow the signal because it's too simple. So, do you all understand that? Is this making some level of common sense to you that, of course, if people have more eyeballs on this, they will lean in more? Is this making sense? We don't have to, you know. The only people it doesn't make sense are these 2 little girls that live on our street, and they're so cute. They come out and they put up their little table, and they've got these rocks and stones and shells and things, and they sell them. They're about 3 or 5 years of age, and they're set up there. And I feel like going past them next time, saying, "Ladies, let me give you a marketing lesson. There ain't no fucking try. There's no eyeballs here. Let's let's pick up your little table. Let's move you up to the main road where all the eyeballs are." So they haven't cottoned on yet, but they're 3 and 5, and they'll work it out one day that there's no eyeballs on our street. It's just a dead end. So most people are just putting their photo up, or they're not even doing it. So they may as well be putting it on a dead end. Most people don't add new friends on Facebook because they don't hit the blue button. They don't connect. They don't talk to people. Dead end. You don't have to become best friends with someone to show them your photo. You just have to have a warm rapport connection. Say, hey, check this out, by the way. Hey, do you know anyone that wants to do that? That's it. That's just over and over and over and over and over. Okay? So let's say you got your photo and your little story. Let's say you post it on social media in different ways. There's multiple different ways to do it. There's cool ways to do it, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's the same thing. Now, let's say also that you decided that you're going to actually send this in a DM to your friends and say, hey, Jen, I just did this thing, got these results. Do you know anyone who wants to do that? Like, if you just did that, and let's say you sent it to 3 people a day or 10 people, whatever you want to do, and you're having people actually lean in and go, yeah, like what happened to Julie. Like, what are you doing? Yes? Then here's what you do next. Your job is to take them from leaning in to understanding what it is that's created these results for you in a short time frame with a price and offer that they can say yes or no to. That is your job. So when they lean in, you have to get them seeing something or watching something that explains this in a short time frame. So at the end of that, they can say yes or no. That's it. You will increase the chance that they will watch that video, and you will increase the chance that they say yes only if, once they lean in, you don't go for the jugular. You slow down and you ask 5 specific questions in sequence. Now, this is called opening someone. And before you close someone, you must open them. If you don't open them, you cannot close them. And you may or may not believe me, but if you don't open them, they ain't doing a damn thing. The reason is because they don't even know why. And if they don't know why, they're not motivated. Wouldn't matter if they saw the video. They ain't going to watch it. Why would they watch a video? They don't even know why they're talking to you. So when they lean in, like what happened with Julie, okay, they'll say, yeah, I'm interested, or what are you doing? If they say, what have you been doing, I've noticed, then you simply say, it's just this program, I did it, these are my results. You share your story. If they haven't said this, that's all you do. You never say, oh, it's Icy James. You say, oh, it's just your program, here's my results. And then they'll go, what is it? And there's a lean in, so you go, okay, here's the questions in sequence. First one, permission. Really cool program. Would it be okay if I ask you a couple of quick questions to see if it's a good fit? Would it be okay if I asked a couple of quick questions before I sent the info? You're asking permission to ask a sequence of questions. They say yes. Great. What is it you're wanting to achieve health-wise? If they've lent in for your health story, what is it you're wanting to achieve health-wise? That's the goal. That's their goal. Got that? What are you wanting to achieve health-wise? They say, well, I want to lose weight now, or want to get healthy. Okay? Now you could put in there, well, just curious, just out of curiosity, how much weight do you want to lose? And I'll tell you, but it doesn't really matter. So I want to lose weight. Okay. Why do you want to lose weight specifically? Why do you want to lose weight specifically? Or if they say, oh, I want more energy like you, why do you want more energy specifically? Got it? This will unpack their driver, their why, their reason. The reason why they reached out or talked to you, or this is the most important question. Why? I'll say, well, because I'm flipping and tired of feeling sick and tired, I'm just done. Okay, it's probably a good reason. It sounds like you're pretty flat. Yeah, I'm fucking flat. I'm just, because I want to look better. I want to feel better, right? If they say something like, I want to get healthy, you just go, what does that mean? And they say, well, here's why I want to get healthy, because of these things. So sometimes you can ask the why question a couple of times. If they're just giving you a cappuccino level response, just ask it again. So, I just want to get healthy. Well, why do you want to get healthy? Oh, because I just want to be fitter. Why do you want to be fitter? Oh, because I want to hang around with my kids more. Well, that's a pretty good answer. Now we can move on. Thank you for being honest, finally. This is what will happen to people, because no one's ever asked them why, because people don't have serious conversations anymore. Anyway, so second question is why? So you've asked that. The third question is, well, just curious, what has prevented you from achieving that so far? Just curious, what has stopped you from achieving that goal so far? Just curious, what has prevented you from achieving that? And they'll tell you, well, I hate exercise. Well, I don't go to the gym. Well, I don't eat good. I'm too busy. I don't have time. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever the obstacle is, that's their obstacle. Okay, great. So now you're equipped. Now you have all the 3 answers you need. You have the answer of what they want, which is the first question, which is, hey, what are you wanting to achieve specifically? You got what they want. That's important. Second question, why do you want to achieve that? Then you have their why, their motivator. And then you say, what prevented you from achieving it so far? They say, well, here's my obstacle. And you got their obstacle. You got their goal. You got why they want it. And you got what's in their way. And then you have the three things, the only three things you ever need to make a sale, right there. So let me give you an example. Someone who wants to lose weight. The reason they want to lose weight is they want to have more self-confidence, right? Say cool. And the obstacle is they don't have time to exercise. This is what we're dealing with. This is the answers they've given me. So this is when you use their answers straight back on them. And you simply say, this is how you get a sale, by the way. This is how you make a sale. It's one sentence. If there was a way, where you could lose weight, goal, so that you could have more self-confidence, that's their why, their reason, without you having to go to the gym or have time to go to the gym, obstacle, would that be of value to you? If there was a way you could lose weight, get your self-esteem back and self-confidence without you having to live in the gym, would that be of value to you? Now, what do you think they're going to say when you literally just told them that they could have what they want for their reasons they told you without having to do the obstacle they said they have? What do you think their answer is going to be? Yes. That is what you'll get. You'll get a yes. And congratulations, you've made a sale. Well done. So let's go back to so far what we've done. We've used the products to get the result, to have the marketing tool that we need, which is that. We then put this in front of eyeballs to get other people who have this problem that I used to have to lean in and say, in the words of the Virgin Mary, how did you fucking achieve that? That's what you're wanting to do. Boop. Lean in. And you now know that when someone leans in, you don't go for the jugular like a crazy person. Or they will run away and go into the witness protection program and you'll never see them again. So they lean in and you go, this is one of those lean-ins. Hey, what do I do now? Oh, that's right. I can't close someone until I open them. How do I open them? Oh, that's right. I ask 5 questions. Right? And the questions are very simple. It's a great program. Would it be okay if I asked you a couple quick questions before I sent the information? Okay. What do you want to achieve with your health specifically? I want to lose weight. Why do you want to lose weight? Because I want to get healthier and fitter and run with my kids. What's preventing you from doing that now? What has prevented you from achieving that goal? Well, I have no time. If there was a way where you could lose weight, run away with your kids, without you having had any time, would that be of value to you? Yes. Perfect. Thank you. Yes. Great. Now they're ready. Now they're ready. They're ready to watch a video. Okay? Now let me show you what happens next. Give me a thumbs up if this is making sense. Okay, cool. I'm going to do questions in a second, so stay with me. Questions, screen. I'm going to show you this because this is important. Because I think people are like, what do I do now? And it's fair because you guys are new, so I get it. Here we go. So let's say the conversations happen in Messenger or Instagram, DMs, whatever. Okay? What I would do at that point is once I've said yes, I would simply say, would it be okay if I tagged you in a video that explained it? Listen to the wording. Once I say yes to those questions, you say, would it be okay if I tagged you in a short video that explained it in more detail? Would it be okay if I tagged you in a short video that explained it better than I can? Would it be okay if I added you to my Facebook group where there's a video you can watch that explains it in 9 minutes? Would it be okay if I added you to a Facebook group where there's a video you can watch that explains it? Would it be okay if you were to watch a video that explained it better than I could? That's it. Yes or no? Would it be okay? What do you think they're going to say? They might say, oh, can you just tell me? I wish I could, but it might take an hour. Would it be okay if you did it in 9 minutes? I'd like to, but I'm not a dietitian. Would it be better if you just listened to someone who knew what they were doing? I could, but I'd probably make a mistake because I'm brand new to it. Would it be okay if I just put you in the video? So that's all you're doing. You're transitioning to them to say, and they'll say yes. That's another yes. So now you have 2 yeses in a row. Congratulations, you've made 2 sales. Okay. Then you go to rediscoveryou.info if they happen to be on Facebook. And you either click this button here that says share, and you copy the link and you send it to them. Say jump in the group and I'll tag you. Or click the blue button and invite them. And when they accept it, it'll be in your notifications on Facebook. Either which way, they'll want to come into this Facebook group and they'll get approved by one of the admins pretty quickly. And all you have to do at that point is if they seem to be someone who are in a hurry, you could possibly just tag them in this 9-minute video. It's in the featured post. It's right here. There it is, 9 minutes. You can see all these legends who have tagged people in here already. Okay. Just so you know, if you see them here when they're actually not dark, it means they haven't accepted the invitation. And the reason they don't accept an invitation is because people put them into this group without asking first. So when they say, yes, it'd be of value to me, you still have to say, cool, would it be okay if I got you into my Facebook group, where's the video that explains it better than me? Yes. Okay, now they're interested in coming in. So you get this, you find the 9-minute video, you go down here, you type their name and say, watch this video that explains it. It's all. Boom. Great. Now, if I'm talking to Aaron, she's keen. She now knows to watch that video that explains it all. Okay? You with me? Because you've gone from eyeballs on the result to get a lean in. Now you're moving the eyeballs to the video to sell. That pitches and does the selling. To position them in a way where they can make a decision. Your job is not to make a decision for them. Your job is not to get a yes. It's not to get a no. Your job is purely and simply to get them to watch the video. And they will make a decision. So job, eyeballs, to get lean-ins. Ask questions to open them up first. It doesn't take very long. And then move them in a position either in the Facebook group or just send them the YouTube link, which you can do too. But generally the Facebook group's the best way to do it because they're then captured inside there. To get them to watch that. So here's how you get them to watch it. Would it be okay if I added you to the group to share the video that explains it all? Yes, great. You add them. Then you go back and say, hey, just to let you know I've added you. Did you get the invitation okay? Another yes. Yes, I did. Thank you. Great. Then you tag them. Hey, I just tagged you in the video. Did you get the tag okay? Yes. Another yes. Yes, 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 yes. Cool. I'll circle back shortly to answer any questions you might have. Planting the seed for the follow-up. I'll circle back shortly to answer any questions you have. An hour goes by, 2 hours go by. Hey, just circling back. Did the video make sense? Hey, just circling back like I promised I would. Did the video make sense? Yes. Great. Which pack are you leaning towards the most, the 14-day or the 30-day? When you say, did the video make sense, and they say yes, you don't go, so do you want to buy it? So you ready to get started? No. Great. Which pack are you leaning towards the most, the 14-day or the 30? Because I discussed both of them in there, the 14 or 30. Now at that point, if there are any objections, they're going to tell them to you. Oh, I don't have the money. Oh, don't do shakes. Oh, whatever. Great. Now I can work with you because at least you know what it is, and at least I've opened you up to your goals. Now you're equipped to handle their objections because they have the correct information and you have enough data on them to know what they want and why they want it. Okay? Now, some are going to have objections, some aren't. Some are going to get lost on the way to the video. Some are going to not answer some of the questions. Sure. You know, some are going to get stuck in that system somewhere because life's busy, they're whatever. But if you have a lot more people leaning in because you're literally DMing people and sharing this story with them and asking if they know someone, and you do it every day, you're going to have so many people leaning in that when someone gets stuck in that system, you're not going to freak out. Put them on your list. Oh, whatever, I'll follow them up later. I've got all these other people to talk to. Yeah? How do you remember being in a relationship when you were younger and you were like romanticizing over one person and your whole like being is just about that one person? You can't stop thinking of it and you're just like blah, 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 blah. And you turn into a semi-stalker and they know it and you never, ever, ever get them. But for those who have played the field and maybe you're dating one, two, three, not sleeping, dating with two, three, four, five people at different times. And if someone doesn't text you back, you don't freak out. You're like, oh, thank God, I have all these other people. Yes? Some of you are like, no, I married my sweetheart. I've never been on more than one date. But generally speaking, it's better if you've got more dates, yeah? Because then you don't care so much about it, you get stood up. Are you with me? It's the same as marketing. So if you're obsessing over your cousin who hasn't started this, but they could be so good at it, they just love the product, just this one, but stop doing that and go out and get more lean-ins. The more lean-ins you get from the amount of people you ask about this every single day will make you become good at that step-by-step system I just explained to you because you'll be doing it more often. And you'll get faster and faster and faster and faster and better and better and better and better and better and better and better. Yeah? What's interesting, because a lot of you have read this book before, but I want you to know that this is not just something to do with Isogenics. This particular book here that people find on my Instagram, they were coming through and they're saying, Lloyd, can you help me? I was like, well, would it be okay if I asked you a couple of quick questions, see if I could? Sure. What are you wanting to achieve financially? This. Why do you want to achieve that financially? Because of these reasons. Curiously, what's holding you back or what's preventing you from achieving it now? This and this. Cool. If there was a way where I could help you do that, so you could have that without you having to do that, would that be of value to you? Yes. Great. Here's the link to the book. Start there. Okay. Thanks. No worries. Did the link work okay? Or I could have gone back and said, would it be okay if I sent you a link to start you off? Yes. Here's the link. Did the link work okay? This is, I don't know. You can just use this formula to sell anything forever. So if you can go through this process, you fill the funnel. You pretty much do this whole thing over and over and over again. Right? To the point where, like, I was coming home, I was just out at a meeting at about 30 minutes away, and I was coming home, and this call started at 7. And I literally walked in the door at 3 to 7. And I was like, well, probably just best if we just train everyone how to do this business in one go. Hop up, jump on the call. This is how you do the business. Get a photo while using the products. Put that photo in front of eyeballs as much as you can. Those people who lean in, you open them up first with those specific questions in that specific order with that specific language. Not almost like it, exactly like it. Then when you ask, would it be okay if I share the video with you or tag you in it? Yep. You tag them. You make sure they watch it and you hold their hand through it. Did you get the tag? Yep, cool. I'll circle back and see what you think. I'll circle back and answer your questions. Yeah? Great. I'm circling back. Hi, it's me. Did the video make sense? Cool. You leaning towards, you want 30-day pack or 14-day pack? Which one are you leaning towards the most? 14-day or 30-day? Oh, this one. Or that one? None. Objections. Cool. You'll be on my list. I'll talk to you later. I've got 54 dates to go on now. There's other people. I have no time for this bullshit. Either shit or get off the pot. Now let me give you a one-liner that if you have the courage to use it, will work so well. And eventually you just get so fed up with the bullshit that people put you through sometimes because you're busy and your time's valuable that this question will save you. Would you like to hear what the question is? Yes? Great. Don't forget, you have their goal because you went and opened them first. And you have their reason and you have their obstacle. You have all that you are needing to be equipped with to make a sale of any proportion in any product in the world forever. That's all you need. So remember that you've got the data. So when they muck you around with, oh yeah, the shakes and blah, 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 just wah, because all I hear when people go, wah, 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 it just doesn't even enter my head. I don't listen to people that I don't know what they're talking about. I just, wah, 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 wah. It doesn't mean anything. It's just noise. Right? And so to get through that, if they're mucking around a little bit with what they're saying, here's what you do next. Ready? Hey, would it be okay if I ask you a quick question? Permission first. Would it be okay if I ask you a quick question? Yeah. When you said you wanted to lose weight to get more self-esteem, were you serious or just kidding around? And that question will separate the mice from the men. They'll either then lean out and go, well, blah, 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 blah. They're gone. That's fine. Great. Don't waste my time then. Or they'll lean in. Well, no, I am serious, but I just this and that, and you'll get the real reason why they're not moving forward. And when they vomit up the real reason, because you've asked them a serious question, because you don't take any shit, you will finally realize, hey, listen, no, look, I do want to do this, but genuinely, I literally get paid Wednesday, and that's all it is. Okay, cool. So again, cool. Would it be okay if I touch base Wednesday then and we can sort this out? See how this whole sequence of things, I've never once in this whole sequence ever told someone what to do. I've never pressured them. I've never made a statement. I've never defended anything. I've only ever asked questions. So when people say, well, I don't want to pressure people, it's just like, well, can you ask people questions? Yeah, I can do that. Well, then you can do this because I've not once in this whole process ever said something. And that's pretty much how you get 100 customers. There is nothing else to it than that. That's it. So that being said, would you like me to rattle off maybe 3 to 4 things that will prevent you from having success? So you can avoid those things. Yeah? Ready? 1, you don't use the products. Can't do anything with that. 2, you don't send messages to people asking if they know someone who wants to achieve these things. Or you don't post. So basically, you don't get eyeballs. Remember, there's no room in that box for an excuse. There's only room for a number. 1, 2, 5, or 10. How many? How many people? How many eyeballs, right? So if no one sees it, there's no eyeballs, you fail. By the way, that message I gave you is a question, and it's a question that you can't get rejected from, just so you know. Because if you say, hey, just curious, do you know anyone who wants to get results like that? You're asking if they know someone. You're not asking them directly. Right? So if you don't send those messages, it won't happen. Now, the third thing, if you don't open people up with questions first in that order, in that sequence, and you don't move them through to the webinar that they watch, then you also fail. Meaning, if they are interested and you start gobbling off all the branch chain amino acid bullshit that's in the products, which is amazing, but no one cares, you're dead. Because anytime you mention technobabble, branch chain aminos, carbohydrates, fats, micronutrients, B12, B4, 5, 6, 7, 8, phosphate, this, blah, 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 blah. All it says is, I'm selling you something. Warning, warning, warning. And they'll run for the hills and you'll never see them again. Which kind of works well if you've got those friends you don't really want to see anymore because they're super annoying. Start talking to them about the techno babble in our products and you'll never see them again. It's a very cool way to detach yourself from irritating people. And the only other way to fail besides those three things, which is not following a system, is to give up getting better at it. Because let me tell you, when you master it, it's the same. Katrina enrolls the same people the same way she did 7 years ago. There's no difference. She follows the exact same thing. And I can guarantee you, if she fails with one of those steps because she makes an error, the person won't enroll. She goes, oh, fuck, I can't believe after all these years, I actually didn't ask those questions. Okay? So, give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Okay, here's what I want to do now. I'm going to put you into a breakout room. I would like you to discuss with each other your number one takeaway from this session. Okay, just have a think, discuss, put you into groups so you get to hang out. Breakouts. Bop, 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 bop. We'll do a fair few breakouts. These 7. Okay, ready? This is your chance to... Oh, actually, what we should do... Hang on a second. Let's do this. I'm going to put you into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So minus... So this is the old-fashioned way. 29 minus 2 is 27. So we've probably got 26. This would be Alicia, 13 groups about... Yeah, good questions. 13, I'm going to put you into 13 breakout groups, okay? Now, the 13 groups means you're going to have one person in your breakout room. So it's going to be you and them. And here's what you're going to do. You're going to ask each other those 5 opening questions. Each. First person goes, then the second person goes. Make sense? Cool? All right. So here we'll go. We'll put you into these breakouts. We've got 28 now, so that's a perfect number of 14 breakout rooms. Minus us is 13. 26. Just lost someone. Great. 13. 12. We'll do 12 and then I'll figure the others out. I think that's right. 24, 13, 26. God, I hope this works. Maybe Alicia or myself will go into the rooms to make up the numbers. Okay, ready? Get the questions ready because you're going to fire them into each other. Won't be very long. 60 seconds each. Tracy, Maria. Kirsten, hit the button. We're in 13.
Oh, got it.
We're in 13. I'm going to put Maria here. She's in a threesome. That's fine. Yeah, that's good numbers. All right, welcome back to the main room. How
Perfect.
did you go?
Great.
Great.
Good.
Great?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Got through them all?
Great exercise.
It was
Yeah.
good.
Great. Excellent. Excellent. I know it seems weird that this is how people buy and this is how you sell, but this is actually how you sell. I know it's not what you think. I know it's not what you anticipated, because the fact of the matter is this, you've only ever seen ways never to sell, which is why people suck at business, because they've only ever seen amateurs do it, which is actually cajoling, pressuring, and doing dumb shit. So now you know how to sell. You're now highly trained ninjas. So we must set a task where you can go and put these ninja skills to the test. Okay? Caveat. You're going to be crap at it. It's going to take some time. People can get lost halfway. Blah, blah, blah. It's not going to be smooth. Yada, yada, yada. But these are the train tracks to run on. Okay? So, to get you guys in the field doing the do, which actually ends up with you enrolling people and making money and helping them, what we'd love to do is set the task this week that you would have had to have had or asked, had 3 goes at asking the questions from 3 people. Stay with us, Shan. I know it's late there in New Zealand. Love to see you up. You've had a huge week. She came off this event in New Zealand, then she flew back, and now she's on this call at 10 o'clock at night. So it's good commitment. Okay, so does that make sense? 3 goes at it with 3 different people. Now, some of you are like, huh? Some of you are like, huh? How do I do that? Well, you know, you got to talk to some more people, right? So I'd love to know, what did you discuss in your breakouts besides the question? What's your takeaway from this call? The number one thing you've learned today?
Don't try and sell them on the spot.
Don't go for the jugular. Don't take off your dress at the first date. You are unlikely to get a second date. Probably likely to go to jail. Yep.
Yeah. How many eyeballs have we got on
Yes.
our social media?
Yes. How many eyeballs have seen your photo or story? There's no room for an excuse, just a number. 100% correlated to you making money. That one activity, that KPI. What else?
Just stick to the questions.
Yes. Stick to the questions. They're crafted NLP in sequence on purpose. And the person who taught us that was Tad James. So we've been using for 10 years. And the reason we haven't changed them is because they work. Okay. Anything else? 2 more.
If you don't use the products, you don't have a business.
Yep. Correct. Why don't you have a business?
Because you can't sell something to someone that you don't have results for.
Yes. There's nothing to put their eyeballs on,
Yes.
right? Well, there is, but there's no transformation. You're the same in that photo and that, but you're the same. What's the actual result here, right? So correct, Kirsten. But at that point, someone's there talking about on a cleanse day. I know it's challenging. When I was going through this and we were just really like getting amongst it initially, it was challenging on those cleanses. I get it. But I just thought to myself, well, if I can do this, I can become a millionaire. But if I can't do this, I'll never become a millionaire. That's just what I thought. I was like, fuck, this is how I've got to do it, you know? Okay, well, last one.
Never give up.
Yes, a wise idea not to give up. I think it was Susan Sly. She's probably made about 15 million US in profits with this company and this business. We were hanging out with her, did a training with her about 2 years ago in Arizona at head office. Big, big beast of a woman, Susan Sly, legend. She, I always remember the story. Her husband Chris at the time didn't take it seriously, and he said to her, It's either me or the business. And she said, I'm having both. That's like the power of this woman. She's just like, I'm having both. And I remember she spoke to Jimmy Smith. They went to an event and no one showed up. And they were there. And Jimmy said to her, you could really do this. She goes, really, you think so? Because everyone has self-doubts, right? Including Susan Sly. He said, yeah. He said, how long did it take your husband to get his accounting degree? She said, oh, like 5 years. He goes, okay, well, you approach it the same way. Not only will you have skills at the end and not a useless, worthless degree, but you'll also make money in that 5 years. And so he said, well, why is it that he can go and do an accounting degree for 5 years and he can support him do that, but you can't do this for 5 years? And she said, well, how long should I take? He said, well, you choose. And she said, well, I'd like to do 7 years to become a millionaire. He said, okay, 7 years. She said, that's it. And on that day, she committed for 7 years. And she said, if it doesn't work after 7 years, and I give it a red hot go, not sit around and do nothing and pretend to get on calls and not do any work, not about that, getting eyeballs on her offer, following people up, doing the work. If I do this for 7 years and it doesn't go my way, at least I know I've given it a good hot crack. I've done, and I can go and do something else. And of course, the rest is history. She's made, maybe 20 million USD. She's flown all around the world, saved family, incredible story. And so when we first started, and if you haven't been to an event yet, there's one coming up in May, and there's an event close to you somewhere. Get your ass to it for sure. But after the first event, we said, let's go for this for 7 years. Let's go. Let's commit. Non-negotiable. So when Tim says never give up, what it really means is not that. It means actually commit to this properly if you want to build a freedom-based business, a flexibility business, a business on the side that can take you all around the world and go with you wherever you go without any financial risk. If you want one of those in your life, commit to this for 7 years consistently and get excited about it. So yes, Katrina's correct. Take action for 7 years. Does that make sense? It doesn't have to be full-time effort because a lot of you have jobs and businesses. I get it. I was the same. Alicia was the same. I was working 6 days in my property business. I totally get it. But guess what? No one was buying property off me at 11 o'clock at night. I was in bed in my undies. Who's going to ask me to buy a property at 11 p.m. at night in my undies? No one. But I could go, hey, just curious, do you know anyone who wants to get results like this? Bosh, and put out 10 offers to people on my Facebook. I could do that. I remember one day we had this court case. Our builder was suing us for nothing we did. And we had to countersue and defend the claim in the Southport courthouse while the business is struggling along, trying to find money to survive, having staff meetings outside for non-payment of rent of our office, and the office was locked. Walking around the rain trying to find a new office. All this shit was going on while I was building Ice Jenks business. And on the way to the courthouse, I was sending messages to people with my photo. And out of the courthouse, after the judgment, I just given evidence to the judge. I walked out of the courthouse, picked up my phone, and kept going. Because wherever your phone goes, there your business goes. We've all got problems. We've all got things. No one gives a shit. The market doesn't care. It has no feelings. All that matters is, all I could think about was how many people have seen my story today. If the answer was no, I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to be successful. I'm not going to build a business. Just no one cared about my excuses. Same as Alicia's. So I hope that gives you some context. And I think you could probably turn this video off, rewatch it over and over again for the rest of time, and it will just literally give you the juice of how to build this business. I don't think there's any other training you need. Frankly, I think we've covered pretty much all of it. You'll learn the nuances as we go. So let's see. Put out the task. 3 question sets this week. That's your task. Share in the group if you have any dramas. We're obviously very supportive in there. We give feedback instantly in there. It's pretty epic. And let's take a photo to finish off. On the count of 3, give me your best Japanese tourist. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Let's save that. Doop, doop, doop. Full screen. Okay, awesome. Go have fun with it this week. Go make a mess. Have fun. Get into it. Go do the business. It's super fun. No one's died yet on our watch, so you're going to be okay. And we'll see you next week. I want to see what the scrapes, bats, and bruises you got, and we'll see you in the group chat. We'll see you next week, same time, same place.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.